Color grading doesn't need a complicated setup. In this video, I'm showing you two adjustment layers, curves, and hue and saturation, and how I use them to shape color and mood. Firstly, let's click onto curves and I'll show you this nifty little trick. What I will do is hold down the Alt or Option key and I'll click on Auto. This then gives me a dialog box with different options. I can choose one of these: enhance brightness and contrast, dark and light colors, per channel, or monochromatic. But what I'm going to do is do fine dark and light colors, but I'm going to choose the colors that I want for shadows, midtones, and my highlights. I click onto shadows and I get the color picker. Now, when we're looking in shadows or at shadows in real light, we tend to think they're black, but shadows aren't black. They can take on a color. And what I want to do for this image is give it a deep blue tone. So I'm going to come up here on the slider, click into the blue area, and I'll click down here just to get that color blue. You can see it there, new, and I'll click on OK. Now for the midtones, might want to add a little bit of a contrast. I'll click on midtones, I get the color picker, and this is where I think, well, what color do I want the midtones? Maybe into the orange tones, and I'll choose a color there. It can be any color. I'm just playing with random colors. I'll click on OK. Now, what color do I want my highlights? I'll click on highlights and I might go more into the yellow or even an orange. And I'm going to go a very light color here. So let's have a look at the target colors. Shadows are that bluey color. The midtones are a bit more of what I call a mustardy color. And the highlights are a little bit more in the yellow tones. But when you look at the image, you think, oh, that doesn't look right. But wait, there's more. I'll click on OK. Where I then start to play with is, now this is critical, don't say yes to the defaults, always say no. Now I'm going to come over here, click on my curves layer and choose a blend mode. And let's go soft light. And let's have a look at that. I'll turn that curves layer off and on. Have a look at the vibrancy in the colors now. Now, if I feel that's a bit too strong, I might come over to the opacity and I'll dial that down. And I might go down to about a 23%. Turn that layer off and on. Probably I've been a bit too generous with the opacity and I might bump that up again. Let's turn that layer off and on. And what that has done is it's put the colors that I chose for the shadows, the midtones, and the highlights. And this is one way that you can do some color grading. And it's what I call a global adjustment. What I'm going to do now is turn that curves layer off and look at another adjustment layer. The other one that I can work on is the hue and saturation. I'll put that in. And now I'm going to go, well, what do I want to do with this? I'll come up to presets and then I might choose one of these here. It could be a sepia. That's giving a lot more of that sepia color, but it's stripping the color. If you have a look at it, the saturation's down to a 25 and the lightness is up higher. Let's come back and look at preset and I'll go old style. I'll turn that layer off and on. It's dialed down the colors. It gives what I call that vintage tone. Let's have a look at the saturation, -40, and a lightness is +5. Now I could slide the saturation up a little bit to get a bit more definition. But this is a technique that I'll use to desaturate the colors to give me those soft muted tones. What else can I do with it? I could even dial down the lightness, or I can bump up the lightness if I want, all form of a colour grading.